everyone, it's me, Casey. I'm really sorry I haven't been able to give an update in a while. I've been very overwhelmed, and a lot's been going on. I'm now married, and I'm no longer Casey Riccardi. I'm Casey Geyer, so that was really exciting. It still is. We went on our honeymoon. I'll get into that in a second. And it's just been really great. We've almost been married for 3 months now, and it just, marriage is a beautiful thing, and I couldn't be more happy to have found my best friend and my partner for life, and just so happy. um, anyway, let's get down to business and talk about the medical stuff. So I was gonna bring up, on our honeymoon we had to fly on an airplane about 5 hours, and I was in an incredible amount of pain the entire time. I was crying and screaming on the plane because of how bad it got with all the pressure. Um, so that was really difficult, but it was at least once we were off the plane and I had time to recuperate, it did get a little bit better. Um, and then flying home wasn't easy either. That one was a lot harder for whatever reason. Maybe they flew a little bit higher. I'm not sure. But so I've been going to the doctors a lot lately. I've been having physical therapy a lot recently because I had to have a full MRI of my spine. And they found a few things. They found a cyst on my ovary. Well, what they called was a lesion, and then we had to find out if it was a tumor or if it was just a cyst, and it was just a cyst. It's gone, thank goodness. I couldn't have handled it if it was a tumor. But the spinal problems, excuse me, are so I've always said I think I've had a lack of spinal fluid due to the surgeries because I have so much missing in my brain now that the spinal fluid had to go up and fill the space. And I was right. I do have a loss of spinal fluid. It's called degenerative disc disease. And I mean, I always knew there's something wrong with my back, so that's nice to have an answer. They've been trying to figure out why I've been having so much pain everywhere. And I've been, like, every part of my body every day is like in chronic pain, and I just feel like crap, I guess you could say, all the time. And of course the pain is still there in my head always, and I think that's just because maybe the skull is trying to fuse itself back together, and it's painful. Like, your bones are trying to heal themselves. Like, think about when you have a broken arm and it tries to heal itself before you put it in a cast. I guess the brain is the same thing, but your skull is much thicker than the bones in your arm. Anyway, so they think, well, they've been testing me, and now they've found out that I have lupus and fibromyalgia. And they said it's very common once you have one autoimmune disease to have quite a few more. So, of course, I've been a little overwhelmed with all the new diagnoses. I'll get on a good plan. I'm going to go meet with a rheumatologist soon and come up with a plan to help control everything. My Crohn's, the infusions have started to help. I feel a little bit better. My immune system is weaker, so with the coronavirus that's been going around, I've just made sure to keep myself safe, washing my hands as usual, and not freaking out and buying all the water and toilet paper in the world. But anyway, so back to my brain. I lost my train of thought, I'm sorry. So that's been happening a lot more, and my space out seizures or whatever, I guess they're seizures, but I don't know. They make me hurt and feel weird after, but anyway, they've been happening a lot more frequently as well, so I'm not due for a checkup until May. This is the longest I've ever gone without having a MRI of my brain. So I'm trying to keep positive and say that I know everything's fine, and I'm just being ridiculous. And I have medical trauma, obviously, so especially with all the new diagnoses too, it's like every doctor appointment I go into, I find out a new thing that's wrong with me. But I've been doing physical therapy, and that's been helping a lot. Um, I've been struggling because I lose feeling in my hands, my arms and my legs. I can't really hold my arms up very well. Not for very long, I should say. So I'm really weak, and that's what has been an issue because I should be getting better, not worse. So I have a lot to figure out about lupus and fibromyalgia, but I don't know. I feel like I am well experienced in the medical field, and I'm just going to try and stay positive and say I got this. And I have a very great support system. So the other thing I'm going to open up about that I've been struggling with for a long time, I have complex PTSD. It's called CPTSD. So what that is, for those who don't know, I had a lot of trauma in my life, especially back when I was a child. And apparently when you become an adult, a lot of that stuff that your childhood self was kind of protected from, you didn't let yourself remember it yet, or anyway, I had a lot of childhood trauma between my biological father and then my brothers were troublemakers for a little while, but hey, they were teenagers or stupid, whatever. But yeah, so I've been dealing with that, and it's been rough, but I feel like I am finally in a good place. And I've been going and talking to a therapist, and that's been really helpful. And now I go to a support group about we get to do art therapy. So I've never been really good at drawing or art or anything like that. So it's challenging for me, but I like that I get to work different parts of my brain, and it's kind of like a support group. We all go and we all have complex PTSD, and we do art therapy. Like last week, we had to draw our safe place, and it could be anything in the world. You can bring anybody you want. So I drew our honeymoon. I drawed me and Blake on our honeymoon when we got to swim with sea turtles, and we were on the nice beach, and we were sunburnt as could be. I regret that a lot, especially with my autoimmune diseases. But I drew us on the beach in Kauai, and they said we could add whoever we wanted, and Gizmo wasn't with us, but I added him in the picture because he's my dog and he makes me feel better too. So it works different parts of my brain, and it helps me deal with my trauma and find ways to overcome it, especially when I'm triggered by something. And so that's been at least really helpful. And I have a lot of medical trauma too, so I get to talk about that as well. But yeah, so it's a lot of appointments. I have at least 2 or 3 appointments a week. Sometimes it's every day of the week. I've been trying to rest a lot more. I was going too fast again, and that's why I haven't been healing so great. But I'm hanging in there. The pain in my skull is still at 9 or 8 or 7 out of 10 every day. I try and save those 10s for like surgery, I guess, but it's hard. I just do the best I can with every day. I'm thankful to be here and being able to live this amazing life that I have, and I believe I'm going through this for a reason. So anyway, that's it on me. I appreciate all the support I've been given throughout this entire thing. Please like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I love you guys for always following my story and just being so great. I'll talk to you guys soon. I have a few really major appointments coming up within the next couple weeks, so I'll be back. Okay, love you. Bye.